Good morning, everybody. It's that time of the week that you look forward to where the three of us talk and you listen and we share coffee together.
I didn't think you'd make me laugh.
And we're excited to do that right now. So as we look back, we're in Daniel 9, and it's in the second half of Daniel. We're getting into this weird stuff where we're just like, okay, how do we make sense of it? And like I said on Sunday, it's easy to miss the forest for the trees. It's easy to get bogged down in all these details. How do we make sense of this and that? And what does this symbolize? And what is that? What year is that? And what king is that? And what ruler is that? And I was just challenging us to zoom out. And how often do we end up realizing, I got to zoom out here? I mean, I find myself doing that a lot.
I just want to clarify that I heard you right. You said zoom out,
Yes.
not zone out.
Oh,
Right?
yes. I did say zoom out.
Because sometimes when I get reading Daniel and I zone out.
Yes.
And I'm just
Yep.
like, this is craziness. How is
Yeah.
this even in the Bible? This
Yeah.
is pointless. But to zoom out and try and get the big picture,
Yes.
I appreciate that challenge because there's much more merit in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what we're finding these weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
By the time we zoomed out.
Before we zone out, yes.
Yeah. I'll tell you a story. When I was in Northern Ireland, we were taken to we did a camping trip to kind of wrap up our ministry time there. And in the park that we were camping in, there was a giant hedge maze. And so the prize of it, if you will, like when you finish, you end up on this elevated platform in the very middle. And so we made our way through it, and I took a fair bit longer. Like there was a lot of frustration as you're going around and you're lost and you're just like every bit of hedge looks like the next. But every now and then you'd look up because you would hear someone from our group shouting down at all the losers who are still lost because they found their way, and there's that frustration. But then eventually you kind of get to the point where you're at the end and you're now above the maze and you could see it all and go, I can't believe how lost I was. It's so clear from here. You just go here and there and but
that's good.
It was definitely a great
That's an awesome example. Yeah, I love that.
So it's not quite a forest, but it's green shrubbery.
You can tell those kind of trees. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. So
I remember when Titus turned 1 or 2. We had huge party, all of our friends, all of his friends.
Yeah, right.
And just put all this thought and extravagance, planning, decorating, all kinds of stuff. And in the end, at that age, all he wanted to do was just play with the wrapping paper.
Yep.
Like gifts on gifts on gifts on gifts, and all he wanted was the wrapping paper. And we would show him the toy, and
Just wrapping paper's fun.
sometimes we lose the forest for the trees.
Oh yeah. I find myself doing that in a lot of different projects. Like I mean, the one example that's coming to mind is when I was senior, the last year of my my engineering training, schooling, and we had a senior project, and we were supposed to keep a journal and make notes. I'm like, I haven't worked on this journal. I got to really put something in here so that I have something to show. So I did this big long problem, about the fluid dynamics of the thing we were working on. And when I told my team what I had done, they're like, oh, it's just, they gave me this real, I was like, oh, right, yeah, I got plugged into the details, and the reality is, and it was just a real, like, okay, I really got to remember the bigger picture. So, yeah, it's super easy to get lost in the forest when we're look at one tree when we're in the forest of trees and not zoom out and understand what actually the big picture is. And Daniel 9, it's easy to do that. A lot of people have the second half of the chapter is really interesting if you're trying to detail it out. Like, okay, how many weeks are here, and when did that happen, and these weeks, when did that happen? And the bigger picture, I loved what several scholars said. There's a pattern and a promise. The pattern is that kings will become beastly when they're humans abusing their power, but the promise is that that will not last forever. God will cut them off at the appropriate time, right? And that just really struck me that we often look around us and we see what feels like craziness, you know. I hear that from people all the time. And God's promise is that not that we won't go through that, not that we won't suffer, not that things won't happen and Christians and people will suffer, but that it will be cut off at the appropriate time. And sometimes that's after my death, you know, or whoever's death. But there is life after. And that, I think, Daniel keeps coming back to that. And the specific thing about Daniel 9 was just Daniel's example of prayer, how we bring it all to him, you know, and we say, you promised this. When? And it's okay to ask, right? And I just think that zooming out and seeing that is really, really important for us. Any thoughts beyond that?
It's good. It feels like a little bit, like I think Daniel itself is in the example of forest for the trees. It feels repetitive.
Yep.
Like, and it does, I think that's fine. It's a good reminder. Daniel had to, you know, the people that he was sharing this message with needed to hear it again and again and again. We also need to hear it again and again and again. That our faith should not be in kings or kingdoms except for the true king.
Yes.
And that we long for King Jesus, who will not turn beastly. He's the only one to break that mold, and that's what we hope for.
Yes.
And so it's good to have these reminders.
Even that sense of repetition, like I think about what actually really struck me in that whole chapter was really Daniel's prayer and Daniel's attitude and posture in prayer. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the first time he ever prayed that prayer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or something
No,
like
I think
it.
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
For 70 years to be thinking about, you know, my home, it would be really hard to keep that fervor alive, and yet that consistent repetition of prayer. And, you know, Daniel was still human. I don't want to necessarily sainthood him either, because we see these really amazing moments of his life. He was still a human. He was still a fallen person. But what we are given as an example is consistent. Prayed here, trusted God, you know, and even through you know the earlier chapters of when his friends were, you know, about to be thrown into the furnace, you know, like crying out and saying, God will save us, and what those prayers were like. Like, I think that's that sense of repetition, and I just love that posture of just, the world is going to go crazy, and I'm going to be like this.
I think too of the humility that Daniel exhibits in that prayer, right? He assumes himself among the guilty, even though he likely isn't. He could easily come to God and be like, look how great I am in Babylon, right? I made it, you know, and yet he doesn't take that attitude.
Yes.
Now, if he wrote Daniel, he's also including, you know, like maybe we're not getting a full picture of him, but I don't get that from what I read of him, right? He seems to be more of a humble individual, and I think, like you're saying, Kevin, that repetition, he's praying this over and over, is part of that. He doesn't come to God like, hey, you owe us. Now it's time. He comes pleading, and that's a good model, I think, for us too.
So good. So this Sunday we finished Daniel. So look forward to to the grand finale from Daniel, 11 to 12. Sorry, go ahead.
2 Sundays from now?
Sorry.
16.
Two
Jeff,
Sundays from
Jeff
now.
is so amazing. He works ahead.
Sorry, I'm,
So his
I'm
brain
thinking about 11 and 12.
is finishing.
No, Daniel 10. Yes, Daniel 10 this week. We're not finishing, and it'll be great. Coming up, we have a few things coming up, and I'm not sure what order they
Chronological?
are chronologically. I think yours is first.
No, it's
Nope,
not.
I think yours is first.
Yes,
Go
it
ahead.
is.
November 16th, the day that we finish Daniel.
Yes.
We are going to have a soup Sunday. So we've done that kind of throughout the year, and just a wonderful chance just to kind of get us all together in this room and just to enjoy. But what we are calling for is people to volunteer to make a soup. So please contact me, Kevin at lhbchurch.com, or you can call the office. Please connect with us as soon as you can. We would just love some help with that for people to make soup and also people to serve. And hopefully those aren't the same people.
Just coincidental that it's all the same Sunday, right? Wrapping down. It's not like let's have stone soup and remember the rock and all. No, it's not thematic. It's coincidental. That's great. Love it.
If anybody wants to bring stone soup, I'll try it. But yeah.
Following Friday, the 21st, is going to be our next Friday event, our fall one, where we bring kids grades 3 to 6 together for an evening of connection, fun, and spiritual focus, and a lot of relationship building, kind of connecting them to youth, because some of them will be in youth group in just a few months. Craziness. And because I know one of those girls. Anyway, so that's going to be on the 21st from in the evening there, and for grades 3 to 6. So we'd love to have some helpers with that. If you'd love to come and hang out with kids and just kind of have an evening of fun with them, or if you've got kids in that zone, or grandkids, or nieces, or nephews, or whoever, we'd love to have them come out.
And then November 28th was yours. What was yours?
21st.
21st. Okay, so a week later is the women's banquet from the cradle to the cross, and that's going to be from 6 to 8. If you didn't hear Alyssa announce it on Sunday, you missed out because she told you all about it, and we're not going to repeat all that here.
The only thing she actually got off the stage and said, "Oh, I forgot." Come to the office to buy your tickets if you don't want to buy it online.
Yeah.
It's super easy. Please just come to the office and just talk to us. We would love to help you with it throughout the week. It's a whole lot easier. You tap, whatever. We'll sort it all out for you. But yeah.
But it's great. So you can buy your tickets online at home, or you can come to the office. But make sure you get your tickets, because this thing, like, there's so many women that come to this, and it's so great every year. So that's coming up as well. We hope that you are enjoying November. It's getting chilly, and we are looking towards Christmas as you're kind of working with the kids for drama and all that. So it's starting to get exciting for that coming up. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Have a great rest of your week.